IFCI is down 14% plus at 30 rupees. That's a 5 rupee cut. Biggest volume traded stock. Fierce selling on that one. The reason is the government taking full charge at IFCI. It's converting its optionally convertible debentures of 923 crores back into equity, and it will control by the end of it almost 68-69% in the company. Mr. Atul Rai is CEO. Mr. Rai, good morning, sir. Great to have you with us here. Appreciate you could take out time. How should we read this, sir? How should we read the move of the government taking full control at IFCI, especially in the backdrop of what happened recently? And we discussed that when you were reappointed as the CEO and Managing Director.
Good morning. First of all, let us look at the decision which has been taken yesterday. I have not seen it formally, but whatever I have gathered is that the government has given approval to conversion of the two instruments amounting to 923 crores into equity of IFCI at par. Now, from the perspective of any financial institution, having the government as a shareholder is a source of strength. Rating agencies will view it favorably. RBI will also view it favorably. So, of course, there is the question that for years together, when IFCI share was available for maybe 2 or 3 rupees, the government would have had a better opportunity to convert even below par.
Yes.
Be as it may, I think this is a recognition of how well this company has done over the last 5 years, that we have a willing and a very strong shareholder or looking at acquiring shareholding in this company. Personally, for me, I started out my career in the government, and one can think of a homecoming if that is the way to put it. However, having said this, the way it actually works itself in IFCI would still need to be seen from the perspective of 75% of the shareholders who are not related to or directly controlled by the government. As of today, around 25 or 26% of the shareholding is all that the public sector institutions have. As for the rest, they would, as I said, have to determine the issue of the strengths of having government as a shareholder, which I just pointed out, from the perspective of giving strength to the balance sheet of the company, and how would their own investments fare. So I wouldn't be able to prejudge it. I think the best way to take it forward would be, once I am in receipt of the formal decision of the government, I would like to, and I would perhaps have to take it to the shareholders to know what their mind would be after the board has looked at it. And it would be, I think, thereafter that one would be able to actually say whether between the advantages that government as a shareholder offers to IFCI and the issue of the other shareholders wishing to protect their own shareholding and degree of, let us say, stake in the company.
Yes.
What would be the right outcome?
Right. Mr. Rai, have you heard from any of these rest of the 75% shareholders? Because the government essentially is diluting everybody, right? By doing this. They've got the right to do it, but everybody else gets diluted. Minorities, other institutional shareholders which are not public sector financial institutions. Have you heard from anybody? That's my question.
I think, first of all, let us look at it a little more closely. I don't think that the law of the land is the one which would allow any entity to convert at par. That is the default situation. So, therefore, there would be the issue of what should be the right price. This comes in after the ability or the claim of the government has been confirmed in the sense that there are two instruments in question. The first instrument is rupees 400 crores as optionally convertible debenture with the government.
Yes.
But it has a right on the part of IFCI to prepay the amount to the government.
Yes.
And as you would probably know, this amount has never come to IFCI. This amount has been reinvested in 9.75% bonds of the government. So the question is that whether IFCI would like it to see converted, shareholders would like it to be converted, and then claim 9.75% interest from the government on what they have invested.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.